Sunrise comes every morning. Sunrise comes every morning. Sunrise. Hey, how's it going? You made it. Oh my gosh, you guys are flowing in like water. Whoops. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this up here. I'm gonna make this happen. Hey! Hey! Oh my gosh. You guys are like all sitting at home on your computer like me. This is a cool thing you're doing. I lived in there 20 years following the... Wow. That's heavy. Following the ghost of Cobain. Hey! Hello, Jack. Rock on. Rock on, I'm drinking. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I just updated my data for a few days. So, but starting, yeah, Melvins. The Melvins they're going to be playing here in July. So that's a ways away, but I'm going to go. I will go, for sure. Hey, Justin. Man, you guys, wow. I guess this is a good time to come on here on Friday, huh? Would Nirvana exist without the Melvins? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I love both the bands, but they existed together. Dana, do you have that like copied and pasted? The Crybaby Jenkins? I don't know what I'm doing. Did you check out... I might have. It's your life's motto? Freebird. How does it go? Give me some chords. I'll play it. I'll sing it and play it if you give me some chords. we can all sing Sweet Home Alabama for my brother. He'll love that. He's probably not on here, but... Oh, G, F, sharp, E, C, G, let's see, F sharp. No, is that F sharp or F flat? Fuck. Rocky, I will look, man. I will look. E, C, A7, C, D. E... Damn it. Hold on. E, C, A7, C, D. E, C, A7, D. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, it seems like I should be able to, but I gotta get it going through my head. For some reason, all I'm thinking of is Sweet Home Alabama. That was Rocky Like a Hurricane. I think you're right. A flat minor. Yikes. See, that shows you what I know. I'd run from, music theory like you wouldn't believe, man. Music theory, somebody tries to teach me music theory, like, back, when I was 20 or something, I'd be like, what? I want to go like this. That's what I wanted to play. I don't think Kurt read. Dana, are you fucking with me? I think Dana's fucking with me. You guys are so freaking amazing. I'm serious. If you watch my video about that freaking place in Germany, I am not kidding, man. You're like, oh shit, he's talking about the fortress again. I'm telling you, when I thought of like doing a video about that fortress, this one day I was like, oh my god, I wonder if I can find it. And somebody did find the page, and you can see like the very end of it where the brick building is where you load in, but when it's dark, all you see is that brick side. It's crazy. Asking me about Ren and Stimpy. Oh, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy. That one? That's the only one I know. Happy, happy, joy, joy. That's it. Can't forget that one. Did Kurt like Neil Young and Joni Mitchell? I do. Actually, Joni Mitchell, I got really into Joni Mitchell when I started doing acoustic stuff. I listened to, I will show you. This album right here. This album is really good, like acoustic stuff. There's some amazing stuff on here. The song for the Seagull is really good. So yes, and Neil Young very much. I like acoustic Neil Young. Blue Rodeo, I did. Blue Rodeo. I wasn't really too sure about Blue Rodeo if it was a band. Hey, is that next on the YouTube channel playing accordion? I think so. You know, I mean, I tried to message him there. He never got back to me. But that was before I saw him at the 2 shows just a few, you know, in the last couple months. You know, I'm really hoping next time I see those guys play, have a little more time to hang out and talk, you know. I think it'll happen. It's just... And I mean, I thought about it, you guys. I'm not going to do a video on this, but when Kurt passed away is right the point when I lost contact with Chris. And I want to say his phone number changed or something, because like literally all of a sudden I couldn't get a hold of him anymore. You know, I had his phone number up until I was married, so Heather and myself went to go visit him. It would have been 1994. So, like 95, 96, like his phone number changed. And then I only saw him. I never asked him for his phone number when I saw him after that. It was just like I'd see him at somewhere, you know, at a show or whatever. And I just wouldn't be like, hey, I want, you know, it just kind of happened how they did, you know. Masterpiece, Too High to Die. Masterpiece, do you know if Kurt listened to that? I don't know what that is. Oh, wait, Too High to Die, that's Meat Puppets. Is that a best of, though? I'm not sure. It might be. I don't know. Well, I know that, you know, I know those guys love the Meat Puppets. I wasn't much of a Meat Puppets fan. Actually, it was Nirvana that turned me on to the Meat Puppets. Really, I mean, my brother had the first album, and it was good, you know, but I was never really that much into them. Pay to play or stay away. Oh, which version? Pay to play. It was the album in '90. Yeah, I've heard, I've owned it before actually. I've owned the vinyl copy and I've owned the CD copy, but they ended up getting sold. No, I like, you know, I like the Meat Puppets. I'm not like, you know, I like them. I just don't really listen to them very much. I don't really know a whole lot about all of their albums. I don't know. I think it was the vocals that always kind of bothered me with the Meat Puppets. Something like that. You know, it's like this kind of like this like weird vocal style that I don't know. I'm more of a punk rock vocal, you know, but I like singing too. And I always felt like the Meat Puppets didn't even really sing. They kind of like, I don't know. I'm not bagging on the Meat Puppets, you guys. I actually like them. I think they're a great band. From Kurt's 10 song. Wait, whoa, hold on. Subscribe to your channel. Very first, you got 10 songs you really enjoy. Can you release them on? The very first Nirvana tape you got from Kurt with the 10 songs you really enjoyed, can you release them on YouTube? Well, I actually put that tape up. One actually, Hairspray Queen is on the second tape. I did a video about that. Kurt went to Spumco and tried to write a song for. I don't know. I don't know. I read that too. I don't know. Sneaky, huh? What's your favorite Nirvana concert? Oh, it was. I've thought about that a lot because you guys ask me all the time. So I really think about it. It's the Ted Ed Fred show. Absolutely. Hands down, my favorite. That would have been the show with Dale playing drums. For sure. There's like I don't think any of the other shows even really compare to that. That was like I'm actually standing. If you guys watch that video, I posted a video about it. I'm standing right freaking in front of Kurt too. Right there. And I remember that. I remember like being like it's kind of like like that, like you can't believe what you're hearing. You're like I was just taking it in, man. I just was taking it in for 40 minutes. And there you go. Let's see. Were you at the? No, I was not. I was not at the Raymond show. I was not. I went to like 20. I think a total of like 20 or 21 shows. Something like that. And they were all up to 90, and then I talked about that. I saw him in Albany and Tempe, Arizona, and then the Paramount show. Those were the shows that I saw when Nevermind was released, and all the rest was. You ever listened to Mindless Self-Indulgence? I have not. You're planning on buying a. I don't know. Buy what you want. I think. I don't know if I can help you with that. I'd say both. That's the style. Right? That's the metal style, man. You get a leather jacket, you get a denim jacket, and you cut the sleeves off and put it over the leather jacket. That's metal. Fully metal. No, not fake leather. Leather. Stitch them together. No, don't stitch them together. Not a good idea. Have any stories about groupies? What kind of groupies? Oh, do I have any stories about groupies? No, I can't share those. I can't share those stories, sorry. Wait, well. Oh, if Kurt liked any see, meant from the 80s, for instance, everyone a couple songs from Def. I don't know. I kind of think like back then, I don't think Kurt liked that stuff at all. That would be my guess. He maybe, but he didn't share it with anybody. I don't think. At least not with me, or I would guess not with many people. Oh, Purple Rain. Did Kurt ever? I don't know. Let's see. Man, I'm trying to read all your messages, you guys. Let's see. It's been surreal that you guys. Oh yeah. No, man, I talked to Chad like probably every show and more, So I've talked to Chad a good probably 30 times, a lot. Yeah, Chad's way cool. Favorite memory. Man, so you're gonna get me thinking, and I won't read any more messages. Um, people talking outside. What's going on with that? I don't know. I don't know those people. Someone really close to me. Oh, let's see. What was he interviewed by Charles Cross like? Charles is cool. I mean, he was like really thorough. You know, I mean, his whole thing was like he wanted the real deal. He wanted to make sure that the book that he wrote was that's a that's a job and a half, man. I couldn't even imagine doing that. You do a book on somebody and you have to write the book based on just 300 interviews or whatever you did. I don't know, but that would have just crazy. There's no way I could do that. You know, like my literally, you guys, my book is going to be like 65 pages with, with um, photos. Here, I'm going to show you guys. You know, look, show you this. Look at that. Paper cut. See, you guys are going to get stoked now. Look at that. Paper cuts. This is the one. See, I'm going through this to make changes because there's some things in here, words here. I'm actually adding a paragraph. I'm moving a paragraph. I don't know. Anyway, it's not very long, so I don't want to charge too much, Kind of like, say charge. I don't want to charge too much, because you guys can read it in 2 days or maybe 1 day, depending on how fast you read. So the hard book I will sell a little bit more because I have to pay for each copy. But the digital version, I'm kind of thinking more like 7, or 8, something like that. 25? Kid Grunge, you can pay 25 if you want. Really? See, Kid Grunge, if you buy it for 25, you're going to be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. What's with the title? I thought about it, and because of the book, being paper, and cuts being like, I mean, in a way, it's like you can think of it realistically, like, ow, paper cuts, or you can think of it like cuts, like songs or something, right? So paper cuts, like chapters. So it's a book, right? Whoever asked me that question, I'm just saying, I think it's perfect. It's my literally it was I would say it was my favorite Nirvana song, for yeah, it's a great Nirvana. It's probably like my top favorite out of first 5. First, I mean, my favorite 5 Nirvana songs, Paper Cuts would be in there, and actually most of them would be on the first the first tape for sure. I don't know. I don't have a publisher. You know why? Because it I like do it yourself. I mean, if I knew I was gonna sell like 20,000 copies or something, then I can't do it myself, But I mean, if all of a sudden I get like 500 orders, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't do it, so I have to hire somebody at that point. So that's what I believe in with a publisher. That's when you need a publisher. You need somebody to help you, right? Yeah, sign stuff. Yeah, Alan, I mean, I'm into signing, with the actual copies that I'll print. I'm only going to do about 25 at a time because I don't know, I don't know how many people are really going to want them. Honestly, I don't know, My friend made a really good point. She said, "Yeah, I just pressed a CD and I thought a bunch of people would want them and I sold 2." And it's been like a few months. So, I mean, you guys say you want to buy them, and then, you might not, and that's okay. But I don't want to like press a bunch of books and, you know, you know what I'm saying. So, but I'll have some. I'll have some for sale, and then I'll press more when they sell out. I don't know, Sappy. I mean, with Nirvana songs, the only other one that I started to learn. You guys don't get pissed at me, all right? Because I might fuck it up. I'm just going to play for a second. All right, here we go. You guys make me nervous. I was gonna sing, but if you wouldn't mind, I would like it blue. And if you wouldn't care, I'd like it. Is there another reason for disdain? See, I don't have the lyrics in front of me, so I'm just singing. I'm just blathering. I don't know that song, you guys. I worked on it. But see, the only thing I could do is I did it with this pause, so it's like, you like it blue. And if you wouldn't care, you know, like with the pause. So, I don't know. Black Star. I don't know. Who's Black Star? Is that... Oh, Radiohead? Radiohead, right? I don't know, Matt. I don't know. Maybe. Never thought about that. I didn't ask him. See, the wise thing for me to do back then, and I think about this, you guys. I'm like, why didn't I fucking ask Kurt for lyrics? You know? Why didn't I ask Kurt for lyrics? You know, I guess, like, it wasn't really... Because I asked Kurt about lyrics, you know, no doubt about it. I mean, I've even done videos about some. I've asked Kurt about lyrics. Shit, man. Polly, Lithium, like later songs too. Pay to Play. Talk to him about that, because back then, like paying to play, like in a place like LA was realistic. I mean, you play in LA, you know, you had to do that. So I'd ask him, but I didn't never really like got all the lyrics. And that's interesting because, you know, I'm kind of kicking myself. I wish I would have, because he would have given me the lyrics. I think he would have been like, oh yeah, absolutely, man. Jeremy, thank you, man. Thank you. No, Kurt would have absolutely given me the lyrics, and maybe even handwritten. I don't want to think that, but because it's too late now, right? I mean, but I mean, that's the kind of guy he was, like, very, very possibly, you know, he was like, oh, I'll just fucking write them out instead of going copy them, right? So, yeah, good guy, man, good guy. I know, thank you. I want to do, okay, this is the deal. Now that there's 60 people here, starting March, I'm going to have unlimited data. So I want to do this a lot. I mean, I'm self-employed, and I mean, I might even like take you guys live. You won't even expect it, you know? I'll just surprise you. I'll be like, "Oh, here we are." You know? My friend Julie and myself, we're going to do some, you know, metal nights together. She's a big metal fan. So, she's funny, totally funny. So, live from the shitter. Nope. That wouldn't be very entertaining. That would be funny. Did Kurt seem depressed? No, not to me. No, I mean, if anything, like, see, that's the whole thing. Like, I try to put this in context over and over again. You know, like, when I knew Kurt, okay, like, I think it was different from, like, when most of the video that you see, right, is after they became well known. You know, Kurt was somebody that I think that he looked deep in thought at times. You know, that's why I was talking about where he'd grind his teeth. Like, you know, you could be with some people hanging out, and you know, he would just be he would grind his teeth, and there's, you know, maybe there's a song going through his head or something. I don't know. But um, I mean, yeah, he was somebody that definitely. Someone else mentioned, like, well, I have a friend that hung out with Kurt and said that Kurt was, funny, and yeah, depending on who you are. You know what? I am a serious, serious person. Anybody that knows me knows that. And unfortunately, I've gotten shit over the years for like, Perky, you need to like mellow out. You're way too serious. And I'm always like, that's how I fucking am. All right? That's how I am. I can't fucking help it. Like, I'm probably more humorous now than I ever have been, just because like you live so long and life is just funny. There's so much just crazy shit, right? But I look at like hanging out with Kurt back then. We had serious conversations, but it was more like about like everyday shit. Like, but it was, to us, everyday shit was like music and about you know what what was going on, or what in our lives. I don't know. There's no doubt that we laughed and there was humorous times. It's just like it's hard to remember. It really is. I just remember both of us really connecting because we were both serious. And I think like in my life there wasn't enough people that I knew that were, you know? And I think that he took me seriously that at that point, because I wasn't somebody that just like, you know, was too sarcastic or too like, just yeah, I mean, yeah. So yeah. I don't know when Kurt got his K tattoo. Okay, return to my office. Say about President. Oh, I think he'd absolutely despise Trump. Of course. Absolutely despise him. It's kind of like yeah, I don't know if I get into that. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Let's see. Um, yes, I have seen Buzz's review. Grindcore. You know, I think with grindcore stuff like that, I'm just really picky about drums. And yeah, good idea, Kid Grunge. Olympia's you will dig Olympia, no doubt about it. Olympia is one of the cooler places. Um, I think like Portland and Olympia are my favorite cities in the Northwest area. And there's some smaller cities in Oregon that are cool too, though, for sure. Kleenex and Lily. I have not heard Kleenex or Lilliput. Casey, you missed a lot, man. I got to shut it down here pretty soon because I'm low on data. Was Kurt a good drummer? Is that what you said? Was Kurt a good drummer? Or Kurt was a good drummer? I mean, I think he played drums like a guitarist. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Yeah, he could play. Kurt could play the drums. And that's something to be said about that. Um, yeah. So Marigold's all right. Again, like the whole Dave Grohl thing early on songwriting sounded a lot like Nirvana. Like he was very influenced, of course, by it's a whole thing. You just hearing Nirvana, it's impossible to not be influenced by him. I don't know. I mean, if you like Nirvana, how can you what? Of course. Yeah. Most memorable. See, somebody else asked me that. Most memorable moment of Kurt. I don't know. That's a tough one, man. I have to contemplate that. It's a good question. I don't know if I could think of one moment. Um, the one that comes to mind though is the last time I saw him because I was scared I'd never see him again, and that's the truth. And I wanted to give him a hug, and he said no, and he wasn't like a hugging type. I never had hugged him before or anything, but I felt like that. I felt the last time I saw him, I was never going to see him again. But energetic, I don't know. I mean, not usually. Sensitive, yeah, I think he was sensitive. He was sensitive to. I think we all are sensitive, and the more you get out of your head, out of your thought, and look at things, just um, be part of that. Be part of whatever you're doing, whatever you're looking at, whoever you're talking to. That's sensitive. That's sensitivity. You know, sensitivity is, you know, um, well, yeah, he did refuse a hug, but not in a negative way, David. It was just kind of like, it was me being. I mean, I don't know if you know the story, David. I mean, I thought something. Okay, I'm getting into some heavy shit. All right, it wasn't a negative thing. It was me feeling like I wasn't gonna see him again. Okay, and feeling like I wanted to give him a hug, and I mean, but he wasn't a hugging type person. I never gave Kurt a hug ever, ever. I don't even know if I ever saw Kurt give somebody a hug. You tell me if you see Kurt give somebody a hug besides Courtney, or maybe like his mom. I don't know, like somebody really close. Send me a link, because I don't think that he was not really that type of person. I don't know. I don't think. I mean, that's how I feel. It was just he kissed Eddie Vedder. Oh, that's right. He did dance with Eddie Vedder. Well, there you go. Eddie Vedder hug. Something going on there. He hugged Eddie Vedder. I love that. You guys are like, Eddie Vedder. Well, if I was Eddie Vedder, right? Yeah, you know. Kurt didn't like me enough to hug me, I guess, right? Maybe that's it. Could have been it, man. Could have been it. No, I never saw Kurt crying, but I'm sure he did. I'm not saying, I would never say it. Kurt didn't. I met Courtney twice. Yes, Kurt introduced me to Courtney twice. Did not know her though. Oh, to Dave and Chris. Firing? No, I never saw that. Yikes! That sounds like a scary letter. Let's see. Oh, is my volume okay? Yeah, Kurt and Eddie, that's good. Well, I think maybe they had to make up, because they didn't get along, so maybe they had to make up, right? You're depressed now? Shadows will scream when you're alone? That's not good. Why? Don't get depressed. It's okay. I don't think Kurt, I don't know. I never remember him talking about black metal, honestly. I have not. No, it was 90. Yeah, and it was 93 when I saw Frances, and she was eating macaroni and cheese on a table in front of me and Kurt when we were talking. No, I have not. I would really like to see Frances sometime. I don't know. Probably pretty unlikely, but who knows? Well, Celtic Frost is, I mean, I don't know what kind of black metal you're talking about. I think Celtic Frost is just early metal. I don't know if I'd really, though they're probably considered one of the first black metal bands. I don't know. Yes, I do like Jethro Tull. Yes. And early Pantera is interesting too. Hi, Meow Meow Kitty. Bathory. Yeah, Kurt's birthday is coming up really soon. Uh, I did. Oh, I love Soundgarden. Still like Soundgarden. Well, you guys, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I want to do it again before the end of the month, and I have to spend more money if uh so thank you. Thank you, Josh, Brian, all y'all, all y'all. All right. Okay, you guys. Take care, and I will talk to you again soon. All right.